This is a made-for-TV movie about things that need to be done in the Brownscheids household. This is the back patio. Nothing will need to be done here. We're trying to get it automated to get all of this space watered. So no need to worry about that. Okay, we're coming down here. These will need to be watered on occasion. And little spritz on these would be useful, although they get sprinkler help. Every once in a while, we'll need a little dump on the geranium. And nothing to worry about here. So, this is the garage. It will need just attention on the garbage. So the garbage, all three of these things go out next Tuesday, which would be next Monday, which would be July 7th. And so I'll be home to kind of help get instructions. Monday night, the 30th, these will need to be brought back in, just these two things right here. But this gray one in the middle, we're going to move it up here to park where those clogs are. So Gary has easy access to that. This is Gary and Jean's washing machine and dryer, and I will explain how they work. Go here, put your clothes in there. Pods are up here. Look, downy if you want. If you're doing whites, you can use that white sheet. And there's some oxidant back. Not sure if you can see it, but anyway, a pot of that if you wish. So here are the controls. You would first decide what cycle you want. So let's see. Power, cycle. Let's see, we're doing bulky. And then if you want, you can change the water temperature and the spin temperature and the soil level if you want, or any of these things. But I usually just hit bedding and decide on the temperature. And then you hit start. That's about it. And the dryer is really a kind of a dryer thing. It's on. And then you can choose your cycle. And change the water or the temperature. And dry level and whatever else you want there, and then you just hit start. There we go. I should mention that these are kitty towels because that kitty is so fuzzy, but if a human being wants to sit here, you need to remove the kitty towels on the back and get rid of several of these pillows. Gary sits here, me, and guests. Thank you. So this is the bedroom. We sleep with these two comforters. They're twin size because we move at night independently, so it helps to have two. And this is the bed. This is kind of the way I like it made, but I'm not gonna die if it's not exactly the same. Take the decorative pillows off if you're getting ready for sleep, and pull that bed cane out, and I pull this bedspread off, and I usually just roll it down onto the bed here. Makes it easier for making up the bed in the morning. Gary sleeps on both the fitted sheet and the flat sheet. So put this on top of the fitted sheet on Gary's side. It's a pad. And make sure that his splitter is available. And then you put the 2 comforters on the bed, 1 on each side. And then you roll the bed comforter in half on Gary's side, away from him, which makes it much easier for him to get in the evening. Okay, that's it in the bedroom. This is the laundry room, this is the washer, this is the dryer, and the washer. Easy enough. These are the control panels. First you put your clothes in there with the pods and the downy crystals if you wish. There's some OxyClean back there in case you want to use that, or a white sheet for whites. And then we go to the control panel, we hit this, we choose our cycle, and we hit start. Bing! And that's about it. So you can move, you can play with around with those, but not necessary. Here's the dryer, same thing. Put your clothes in the dryer, hit start, choose your cycle, and hit. There you go. That's about it. Okay. And the kitchen gadgets. This is Gary's all-important tea carafe. When it's empty, it will squawk, squawk, squawk at you. So you open it up, boink, and you pull this thing out, boink, and you go over here. You fill this completely full of water, and then you make sure you get 6 tea bags and some of this. I like 17 squirts in a completely empty carafe. And then I pour that water in here. Usually the carafe takes a full one of these and a half again. So there you go. That's it for the carafe. Sometimes the tea bags I keep them in the bottom of the carafe, and they'll get kind of cloggy, clog that bottom up. So I come over here, grab this large fork, and take the tea bags out of the carafe, and squeeze them hard, and put them here in this compost, which will go into the composter when it's full, which is the green bin out in the garage. Speaking of that, here is the paper, and here is the plastic. And the plastic is nuisance plastic that actually will go in the orange bags and go on top of the paper in the blue bin to be taken out and hopefully recycled somewhere. Here we are at the dishwasher, and I just finished a load, so there's a 0, 0, 0. To stop that, you just hit off and it's gone. So you just fill this up however you'd like. Usually bowls and plates on the bottom, down here, and glasses and mugs up here. Then, this is really complicated. You go get a pod out of the pantry, right there, put it in, right here, shut this little dilly baba, shut the door, hit the on button, and hit the start button. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is all. Ignore all the rest of this stuff. Thank you very much. And this is the coffee maker. So, what we do here is we pop that up, boot. Coffee pod goes away. Make sure that this is full of water. Go here to this drawer, grab a pod, stick it in I don't do that because it would ruin it. It would drop that down. Put your cup under here. And boop, hit the start. That's about it.